Hey everyone, so I have filmed a part of this, but I accidentally I formatted my card and that clip erased and I'm like so mad. So today's video will be a first impressions review on this foundation I have right here. I got this on Hot Look. This is the Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. I'm going to be talking about how this wears throughout the day and just little details about this. I didn't say this when I was putting it on my face because that was in the clip that I erased. But basically this smells kind of like tinted moisturizer, you know, like the SPF smell, kind of like chemically. It smells like sunscreen, and it does not even say or claim that it has sunscreen. It just says that this is a medium coverage foundation with antioxidant protection and a lightweight satin finish. And by the way, this is the color Noisette. It's way too dark for me. The color I wanted to get was buff, but it was sold out, so I got this one instead just to try it out. I don't like that this is a sticker because I mean I can just peel it off. And if you don't remember the name, it doesn't say anything. I don't really like that. I'm gonna put it on the cup. They should at least put it like here or something. I like that it's a squeezy tube. I mean, a pump would be the best type of packaging, but it's way better than like just open. But the packaging like itself is like really nice. The coverage is so. I mean, it kind of covers my redness a little bit. So let's go ahead and skip to the review part of the video. I'm still kind of iffy about the smell. I'm gonna test out half of my face with primer and half without just to see how well it performs with and without. I'm just putting that on the right side of my face. I'm a little bit more red today, so we will see how well it covers the redness. This is the side with no primer. And again, as I told you before, this is not my color, like, at all. But that's what happens when you get things online. It does streak a little bit. That's something that I'm noticing right now. You can see like it's kind of like balling a little bit, balling up a little bit. Again with the like textury, that's what I said before. And let's see how the other side goes. This is with primer. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it with a sponge because I'm not really digging that streaky look right now. It's that dark that I actually have to blend it into my chest. I should have probably not bought it just because it was $10, but I'm just gonna finish the face real quick and yeah. I know it's super light, but we'll make it work. To set your concealer, you want to but to use a concealer, I need to set it or it will crease. Alright, so I already finished up my face, and right now it looks way better than when I first put it on. I think that the sponge really helped. doesn't look streaky anymore. I mean, you can totally see like the texture of my skin. So this side has primer and this one doesn't. I mean, I cannot really tell the difference. If anything, this one, like the blush, it's more intense, but that could have easily been me. You know, like I put more in this side than this side because that usually happens. The only thing I do notice is like my pores. On this side, like you can see them more and it kind of goes a little bit in. And this one, not as much. And that's because the primer is actually for pores. I mean, it's okay. I don't know about later. Right now it's 2:31. I'll be checking back in a little bit. Alright, so it is 5:12 right now. Yeah, I'm like wearing a blanket because I'm so cold. I haven't really done anything. I've been kind of unproductive today. Let's take a look. I think I've kind of gotten a little bit shinier, especially like in here. A little bit on my nose. Not as much on my forehead because I mean I put the powder. I actually think it looks better as you're wearing it, not at the beginning. Maybe because I started producing a little bit more oil, it kind of settled into my skin like a little bit more. It's kind of caking a bit on the sides of my nose. And right here in this part, not as much on the side with primer, but on the side that's without any primer, you can see that it's kind of like settling into my pores. But overall, I would say that it's not as bad as before. Yeah, so the only thing I see like problems with is like it cakes a little bit like right here on the sides of the nose and a little bit right here. I think I'm liking it more than at the beginning. So for now it's doing alright. So I'll check back in maybe 2 hours more or 3. And so yeah. Alright, it's 7:42 and so I can see that the foundation has kind of settled a little bit into the pores, and I can see that it kind of settles right here by my eye, like you know, like you have like little lines. You can see that it's kind of like patchy there. My forehead isn't really like oily, which I think is pretty good since I have like an oily T-zone, but it's probably because I put powder. I feel the sides of my nose that they're oilier, but I mean it's been like almost like 6 or 7 hours of wearing, so kind of normal. You can still see like a little bit of the blush. I mean, I don't think it really changed that much. It kind of cakes up right here on my dry spots on this side without the primer, and this side like not as much. It's a little bit more distributed and less patchy. Overall, this foundation it's alright. I mean, it's nothing like special, but I think I'll keep on using it when the summer comes, especially because I mean this is not my shade. I'm not really that convinced, you know, like I guess I expected more from Becca because it's a higher end brand. It's nothing special, like I said. For the price, I mean it was $10. So this foundation is originally $42, and for this price I would say to skip out on it, but if you can find it for $10, I mean you can buy it. It's not a bad foundation, but for $42 there is many better options than this. My hands are so white. Face. Oh, who's calling? But unproductive.